Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I'm Toni Greene. And the first song I'm hearing this morning is Let's Get This Party Started. Let's get this party started. I feel like such a dork singing, but if they bring things through me, I just kind of have to, let it come through. So I hope my blog talk connection is strong this morning. I feel like there might be some difficulties with it. If there is, I'm going to try to relog into Blog Talk. I can't control basically anything anymore, but hey, whatever. Um, I can't control like the Blog Talk connection or the YouTube connection. I do my best to have everything set up on my end, but we never know what's going on like with YouTube or with Blog Talk. I mean, they do their best. There's a lot of people using it. We don't know what's going on with satellites or anything else. So we're just going to do our best today and like go with the flow. So the first thing I want to say, couple quick announcements. The race is coming up. The superhero stomp is coming up May 22nd. For those of you who can make it, I would absolutely love for you to be there. Bring your children. They can dress up as superheroes and do the run. I actually finally put a link in the chat and in the comments or in the description for the race. Now, if you want to donate, if you want to hit that link and go donate to the race, you can. Please let me know so that I can give you a shout out on air. Matthew Moore, thank you so much for donating. Anybody else who has donated, please let me know. If you're a business that would like to make a donation for the charity end of it, please let me know. I'll be happy to give your business the shout out also. Okay. I'm going to be Talk in the Night with Phil, Paranormal Phil, tomorrow night from 9 to 11. Okay, folks, I expect you to bring your spooky questions. Your spooky questions about paranormal stuff. I think Phil will have some good answers about paranormal stuff. I'll give you intuitive answers. All that good stuff. Okay. What else? What else? What else? I feel like I should be saying I do private sessions. TonyG.info if you want a private session. All right. I am going to be taking callers in a moment. When I call your area code, please just say your name and your, oh my gosh, I'm already seeing orbs, you guys. I just like above my one plant, I saw a blue orb. It was that big. It was awesome. Let's see what happens today. On Monday's show, there was a lot of activity, beautiful angelic activity that even the viewers could see. Okay, when I call your area code, just give me your name and your area not your area code, your name and where you're calling from. I'm so sorry. And a direct question, an exact question, and I'll do my best to answer that question. If you want to connect with a loved one, I just need your loved one's name and relationship to you, and any conversation or connection that you would want to, any conversation or question that you have for your loved one. um Yeah, okay. So if some people get on and they're like they want to know, why do I need a name and an exact relationship? Because once you're on and you say who's there, anybody and everybody who's in the vicinity is going to start talking, even if they're here for another listener or watcher. um I've had people show up that like people don't know, and it makes it look like I don't know really, like, oh, she was really wrong. No, I'm not wrong. This person is here and they want to talk. You ask for anybody, here's anybody. Um So be exact about your question and your connection, and we will get you the best possible answer we can. Okay. If you've called in before and you're calling in again, please have a different question, a new question available. I want to say hello to everybody online. We have Cheryl, Lolly, Heather, Genevieve, Fawn. Hey, you guys, Genevieve. It's always wonderful to see you, Cheryl. I love when you're on. I miss you guys too. I miss the babies so much, Cheryl. Oh my goodness. Lolly. Okay, so first, online, Heather has a question about her relationship, and I'm going to read her question. Now, if you go to YouTube, you can uh, put a question in the chat. If I can get to the question, I absolutely will. I will take my callers on my call log, and I'll try to come back every once in a while and get a question on the chat. If you do want to call in, it's 845-277-9131. Now, if you are watching on WSCS or Rude Rangers TV or Roku or any of the other uh, podcasts, iHeart, any other station or channel or podcast, and you want to join the show live, I go live every single Monday and Wednesday at noon for a minimum of 30 minutes. I have to do the show in 30-minute segments because it does air on TV. And TV does 30-minute segments. So if I'm at 30 minutes and I go over, I'm going to run that next 30 minutes if you have to hear me babble. But typically I have more than enough call. I can't get to all my callers, unfortunately. So if I'm running and at that 30-minute mark, if I have a day fully booked, I'll try to wind it down at that 30-minute mark. But if you do join me live, you can comment on YouTube live, the chat section. If you join me on podcast, you can call in and ask questions. I always love the people who call in and join me, whether they're new or they've been with me for a while. It's always amazing and fun. Okie dokie. Here we go. Heather's question is my relationship ever going to get back to normal after the big blow up that just happened with my kids, me and him? Should I just move on? I've been given an ultimatum by my son to leave him. Okay. Now, up until I heard the ultimatum part, I had one answer set. Then when I heard that, I have to change the answer a little bit. And here's why. You ain't the boss of me. Basically is what I'm hearing. You cannot let anyone, friend, family, child, unless this person has done something physically to your child, they don't get to say what you do as an adult. Even if this was your child's biological father, I get it's not. I get it's not his biological father. But even if it was, there are blow-ups in family. People fight. That's the problem with today's world. Nobody's willing to effing put in the work. You have a little fight or a big fight, and everybody's like, jump, get out, run. That's not the way it always works in this world. It's not about the fight. What did we learn from the fight? Can we resolve the issues of the fight? Not can we resolve the fight. You can resolve any effing fight. Okay? You can. You can resolve any fight whatsoever. You can get over any fight. Did you resolve the issue that caused the fight? Can you resolve the issue that caused the fight? If you cannot resolve the issue that caused the fight, jump. And I'm hearing that crisscross song, jump, jump. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not sorry. What I'm getting is if you leave this situation, Your son cannot in any way, shape, or form think this was because of his ultimatum. And mostly because then in the future, with whatever partner you're with, this will come up again. And your children will feel like they have jurisdiction over your relationship. No child should have that power again unless there was some form of abuse on the children. Your job is to always protect your children. It is. That's just your job. It's to protect your children. Every parent, your job is to protect your children. Even if you're married to the guy, your job is to protect your children first. Okay? You brought them into this world. It's your job to protect them from anyone and everyone, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, grandpas, grandmas, and yes, partners. That's your damn job. That's it. That's it. You protect them and you teach them to protect themselves. Now, having said that, if there was no abuse, can the issue be resolved? I feel like it can't. I feel like this issue is unresolvable. I feel like whatever caused the big blow up, that action is going to continue. And eventually there will be another big blow up. In which case, then you're all just waiting for the next shoe to drop. And that's not healthy. Okay. I can't tell you leave this guy. I can tell you this isn't over. This unhealthy part of it isn't over. Okay. Relationships are not easy. No matter whom you are with. But the one thing I can say, and for you, anybody listening, listen. Number one, don't stay with somebody out of guilt. That's just an insult. Don't stay with someone because you feel badly for them, because you don't want to hurt them. That's a freaking insult. Let them go and let them find somebody who's with them because they want to be with them. Maybe find somebody that has more in common with them. Number two, don't waste anybody's time. If you know this isn't the person, if you know you're going to be moving on, if you know you're not serious about this person, but they're just a place setting, a seat filler until the next person or the right person or the side person gets their shit together, let that person go. Don't be selfish. Let that person go and let that person find somebody again who wants them, who wants to be with them. I've been in both of those situations, and it's a really horrible place to be. Don't waste anybody's time. Don't waste my time. If I'm not it, that's okay. My ego can handle I'm not it. There's a line behind you. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. Sit down, move over, step up. I'm just saying, everybody's got a line. You might not know there's a line of people waiting to get to know you or that want to take you out, but everybody has a line. There's not just this one person that's treating you like dog doo-doo that is the only person that's interested in you. If they're not serious about you, sit down, move aside. Let somebody who's serious about me or you jump in. Let them show me what it's all about if you can't. That's it. Now, if you're on either end of that, if you're wasting somebody's time, if you're leading somebody, even if you say, I'm not leading them on, they don't know. They have hope. Trust us. We know. Girls, we know. Girls, speak up. My women, shout out on my chat. We know. We know. So I'm just going to say, in this case, Heather, Don't waste this guy's time if you know it's over. Don't make excuses, but don't let your son believe that he had the power via his ultimatum to break you up. You can say, listen, it was a very unhealthy situation and it was difficult for me to make this decision. I did not make it because of your ultimatum, but I did make it because it was very unhealthy and I needed to make sure I was making the right choice. And that would be my recommendation if you go that route. I can tell you there are going to be a lot more blowups. They're going to be instigated by both sides, the boyfriend and the son. They both want to win in this case. Oh my goodness. It's a very difficult decision. Your son's forever, right? Um, and the last thing that the angels want to tell you about this is if your mother were in this situation, what would it have been healthiest for your mother to do? For everybody involved. Okay. I don't think this is, I'm going to tell you honestly, this isn't your ever after relationship. I know that. But I can't tell you what to do. Okay, beautiful girl. I'm going to go to the first caller. 212. What's your name? Where are you calling from, love?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Toni. This is Bryn from New York City.
Bryn, hello.
Hey. Hi.
How are you?
Okay. It's been rough, very rough. So
Yeah.
I wanted to know what my guides have been trying to get me to know. What's important for me to know from the angels and guides around me. It could be a dear departed loved one who has a message, or an angel or guide, or whatever. What do I need to know right now?
The first message that is coming through for you is you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. The second message is it's almost done. Whatever you're going through, whatever I get the word evaluation, but I think I'm saying the word wrong. Whatever leveling up or learning or evolution that you're going through, it's almost done. I feel like in 6 months you will have completed this course that you're going through right now. I feel like within 6 months, everything that you've been going through that's been so tumultuous and difficult is going to smooth out a little bit. You're going to come out the other side wiser, which is what we need to do at this point. Don't look at it like, why is this happening? Say, thank you for letting me have this experience so I can learn from it. The one statement I'm hearing that should be your mantra for right now, whether you are religious or not, is there but for the grace of God go I, which means, you know what, I might be in this situation, but thank God I'm not in that situation. So a small little stupid example is one day I was driving and I was very upset because I couldn't, I'm not even going to go into why, but I was upset about my ankle having been broken and not being able to run, and I hadn't been recovered. And I'm driving down the street and I see this guy in a wheelchair rolling his wheelchair uphill. And I'm like, I'm sorry, God, I'll never complain again. Like, I was like, okay, point taken. Point taken. I don't feel so sorry for myself anymore now, do I?
Right.
So looking at all of the players, everybody around you, and realizing this might be my circumstance, but this is what this person is going through. And thank God I'm not in that situation. Thank God I'm the observer of it. And just coming out of it with that that view will get you through this evolutionary process a little bit faster. So you could be done in about 3 months, but depending on how you perceive what happens or understand what happens will determine the amount of time that you go through it. Okay, beautiful soul.
Okay. Thank you, Toni. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Bryn, thank you so much for calling in. I look forward to next time. Thank you. Okay, everybody, I'm going to go to another caller, 512. And if you do want to call in, please, the number is 845-277-9131. And I'm happy to take callers. I get when we're actually on the phone together or you're on air, the energy is stronger, or not stronger, but I like the interaction, but I can do the online chat as well. So, excuse me. Okay. I'm going to go to 512 and then Lolly, I'm going to answer your question. 512, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Toni. This is Yvonne from Texas.
Hey, Yvonne. How can I help you today?
Hi. I wanted to tell you, I spoke to you last week, and you told me about a job opportunity that was going to come up that same day. I was invited to an interview. I'm waiting on that for them to come back to me. But today, I'd like to know if you see anything with my truck. I was in a car accident like over a month ago, and my truck finally went into shop last week, and the insurance company is like really taking their time. I'm having to rent a car. I'm having to pay for it since I didn't have that on my insurance. Mm-hmm. Do you see them getting on the ball with that?
I feel like they're just gonna take their time. Now I am gonna say, and I know people are being frugal and they're saving money where they can, but here's where it makes a difference in your insurance company. I know there are a lot of more online insurance companies, and then there are, like, I go directly, it costs me more, and I know it costs me more, but I go through an agency with a building where I know the guy. And whenever somebody has hit me in my car, I've been in several accidents. I've been hit so many times by people. And I mean, they are Johnny on the freaking spot. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul Gorowski with, he's in Brookfield, Wisconsin, Paul Gorowski. I'm sorry I can't say your last name, but yes. He is like Johnny on the spot. They are taking care of things before I know they're taken care of. So that does make a difference in the insurance. When you pay your premiums, you're paying for the quality of care that you also get. I don't feel like they're in any hurry.
It's not my insurance.
They're going to do this at the pace that they can. And I do feel like on both, I'm going to tell you, here's what I'm going to tell you. On both ends, whether it's the insurance company or the mechanic, I feel like this is going to be a lesson in patience for you. Everything in your life is starting to come together. It's just not coming as quickly as you might have wanted it to. It's just not coming it's like when we start getting everything together, it's a crawl that goes into a walk that goes into a run. I feel like by the time this is done, you will be at that walk heading into that run. It's not only with this, it's just a few other things going on in your life also. So the first clearing today I'm going to do is everything that is stopping or blocking us has been cleared. And we're going to clear that. Now, I'm going to tell you, I clear this one for me all the time, and I have to clear it all the time because, well, we're thinking people. We think, and our thoughts can block us, or energy can, or whatever can. It doesn't even matter. So, what I'm going to tell you is we're going to start that clearing so that things can speed up a little faster for you. Because when we're ready to go, we just want to be able to like make things happen faster. I do feel like it's not going to go as quickly as you want, but it's not going to be, the most horrible experience either, is the best way I can say that. Okay. I'm going to go to Lolly online on YouTube, asked a question, and she said, hey, my ex-boyfriend Bill uses every excuse to text me. He's your ex. Why have you not blocked him? Just saying. Second part of it is he started back 5 days after his wedding. I say post them on social media so his wife can see them. And no, I am not joking. What the hell? Is he not happy? It doesn't matter if he's not happy. He's clearly not right. It's not that he's not happy. It's he can't let go. I'm not even joking. Post those on social media. Post them. If she sees them, she sees them. That's not on you. That's on him, babe. He's the one initiating communication with you, and maybe she needs to know that so that she can. I would want to know. Listen, if I marry a dude and 5 days after our wedding, like, oh, let his ass go. Now, there's a reason you haven't blocked him, and that's what you need to figure out. Okay. Going to the next caller, who is 770. 770. How can I help you? Hello, 770. Okay. Going to the next caller, who is 916. 916, how can I help you? Hello, 916. Hello, 916. Going to the next caller. See, guys, I said in the beginning, I thought I was going to have a problems with Blog Talk, and I hope this is not going to be consistent. 216, how can I help you? 216.
Hello, Toni. Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely. How can I help you, love? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Patricia, calling from Ohio. I'd like to get some clarity. Last week, I was probably either going about my daily activities but the date, June 25th, 2022, appeared in my third eye, my mind. And now I'm preparing and working on moving out of state, a major move to another city and state, and I've changed it several times already this year. And I'm wondering if it's regarding that or something else. And of course, my attention is pretty spread out doing different actions that I need to do.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. When you asked if it had to do with your move, I would a no, but a yes. It's not directly, it's not your move directly, but it might impact your move. I feel like I've been telling a couple of my friends, I don't talk very much about it unless somebody asks, but June is going to bring in a lot of changes. Something big is going to happen in June. Now, those of us who pick up on this stuff, we know like something really big is coming in June. There's a new documentary out called 2000 Mules. I implore everybody to watch it. I'll have a link to it on a few of my, wherever I can leave it, because they're taking it down as soon as it goes up. I think it might have something to do with that, but it's not only that. I feel like I hear the World Economic Forum, and I feel like there may be a few other things coming in that go into play with this. I feel like during the month of June, specifically, there's going to be a lot of distractions that we have to look past. We really have to look past all they're going to try to put out there. Like right now, for example, one of the biggest there are two huge distractions that they're using right now. The Johnny Depp defamation thing. You cannot go anywhere without seeing it. These two people are actors that are being paid to act right now. Stop watching that. It's reality TV. That's all it is. The second thing is Roe v. Wade. That's a distraction. The government makes way too much money off of that specific thing to ever turn it around. Okay, never. They're never going to turn that around. They make way too much money. Those are distractions. Whenever they bring out distractions, look at what they do behind the scenes. What are they trying to slip under that? Or what is coming out that they're putting in lieu of that? I'm going to implore everybody to go see the Mule documentary, and I'm going to tell you right now, June is going to be a life-altering month for most of us. So many truths are going to come out in June, in our personal lives and in our professional lives and on the world stage. Okay. Now, for you personally, June 25th, I hear again, and I want you to write this down, and I want you to get back to me, because when I channel, I don't always, sometimes immediately I forget. I hear World Economic Forum when I say June 25th. And maybe they're going to enact something that starts on the 25th. Maybe they're going to, something comes out on, but I feel like whatever you're getting for the 25th, even though you might think it's about you personally, I think it might have a bigger meaning than just you personally. Okay. So I want you to pay attention to that. I want you to see what comes about. I want you to pay attention to that. Now, if something does come out on the 25th, it might have a little bit of an effect on your move, but I don't think it will stop or prohibit your move, okay?
Okay, now also I plan to move actually on the 5th of June. Okay. And I was wondering if I should have changed that date.
No, I hear no. 5th? I hear no. Absolutely not. No. Keep your plan straight. You're good. You're good. That part of it is good. Okay. That part is good.
Now I just need to find. Right.
Okay, love.
Of course, I'm working on. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. Please keep me posted. I look forward to talking to you again. I'm going directly to 732. 732. How are you today?
Oh, hi. Good afternoon, Toni. This is Caroline.
Hey, Caroline.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I was great until, and this is my question, that I would love to have the answer. That I'm really confused and disappointed in my son. For 2.5 months, I've been trying to contact him. He lives in California, and to no avail. He doesn't answer none of my messages, whether it's phone, text. What's going on? He's like my beautiful son. I'm closer to him than I am with my daughter.
Okay. Can you please just tell me his first name? Just his first name.
Sure. Jason.
Jason. Okay. That's weird. It's so weird. I'm not getting anything at all on him. So it's been 2.5 months. Has your daughter talked with him?
Well, I contact her. I had to tell him I was going to have the police going down.
Yeah.
Because he has done the same thing to me. I've been away sometimes, and then as soon as I see police, I said, I'm okay. So I did speak with my daughter, and she says they're just fine.
Okay.
Because he's married.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say is this. I really feel like he's being a little turkey right now. I'm not picking up. He's very closed off. I'm not getting his energy very good. Like, I'm not getting a strong grasp on his energy. And typically, if I can't get into somebody's energy easily, if I can't pick up things, it means they're very closed off. I feel like he's being very, very closed off. I feel like the statement I'm hearing is my way or the highway. I feel like he definitely
married.
If it maybe with the marriage, I'm gonna say, when I hear the statement my way or the highway, maybe him or his wife or something is like, if you're not doing things my way, then I'm gonna just cut it off for a little bit. I feel like it's turned out in about a month to a month and a half. He will be not being he won't be being the best son at that point. He'll be kind of like a little shite for a term. I feel like you're going to have to really work on letting him know when he reaches out. When he reaches out, I feel like you're really going to have to try to get him to communicate with you what causes him to have that behavior, and don't accept I've been busy. That's not true. That's not the truth, and you know that. It takes 2 seconds to say hi in a text. Okay.
It does.
And I do feel like you need to give him a taste. What I'm hearing, even though I know your soul and your spirit, I do feel like you need to give him a little bit of a taste of his own medicine, where you maybe are not so available to him, which I don't like saying that. I wish I could be the type of person who could give people a taste of their own medicine that way. Like when they ghost me, I could ghost them back. But I just am, I always am like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like that might be what you need to do. You need to make yourself just not so available in this situation. Okay, beautiful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your wisdom, and I love and I'm blessed to get these messages, because that's exactly, I think, that was the last resort.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that you're going through that. He's just being a little shite right now. He's just being like, the word I hear is like he's being just a little bit spoiled right now. Yeah, he does have a lot going on in his life, but again, it only takes 2 seconds. I do feel like when people don't communicate, the next message I'm hearing is when people don't communicate with you, they might not want, it might be because they don't want you to know what's going on in their life. They're not necessarily hiding something from you, but they're just keeping aspects of their life private from you. And
that, because I think I have told them what's going to, I think I know, because I've been feeling all my life that this lady, young lady, I felt they weren't meant to be together. I just feel that. I just don't know why, but I just feel that. It started out on the wrong foot. It's like, but it's not my marriage. It's there. I always felt it, and maybe I've always let him know it too.
Ooh, yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. I love him so much, and I just love feel things, little woman's intuition.
Okay, so here's the thing with that, and it's unfortunately, even though you were probably being honest and using your intuition and trying to protect him, you put him in a position where he had to choose between you and her. And believe me, if you said that to him, he probably told her that you said that. So it's unfortunately now a situation where if he talks to you, she's upset. And I do feel like the wife, once a son gets married, the wife will always win because it's a 24/7 thing. And even, and I am going to say this, even if a relationship starts out complicated or in the worst possible way, let's say somebody is married and a person steps in and the married person leaves for this other person. Maybe that's just the way God meant for that to happen. And a lot of people will say, no, it should have happened like this, this, and that. Maybe the only way this person would get out of this dysfunctional marriage is if they met somebody else. Or maybe in the beginning, like every relationship has a ton of things we have to work through. And if we sometimes get those heavy duty big things in the beginning, then they don't happen later on in the marriage. Sometimes it starts off smooth and then it gets chaotic, but sometimes when it starts off chaotic, we learn to manage how we communicate better. I am going to tell you, he is going to call you in about a month and a half. I do feel like if you want peace with him, maybe you tell him you're happy about his wife. I don't know if you if you can do that. I don't know. I feel like you probably won't say that to him. But in any case, what I do want to say is, if she makes him happy, at the end of the day, that's all that counts. And sometimes even like a drama, chaotic relationship makes people happy. We just never know. We just never know why people are put together, right?
You got it. To each his own. I like peace, but then I understand people like the anxiety, have a heart attack while you're at it. That's fine. It makes you happy.
Right, exactly.
But, you're right on. You're right on about everything. What you're just saying, what you just said, even though it applies to them.
And you know what? At the end of the day, if two people who are in love find each other, even if they don't know how to be healthy together, if they're in love, they'll figure it out. That's it.
Exactly.
If they're in love, they're going to figure it out. They're going to be like, you know what? I love you. I see past the chaos, and let's just try to make this work. And that's
with chaos.
With chaos. And I'm going to tell you something. Eventually, they'll figure out the chaos. Eventually, they will figure out the chaos, and they will work their way through it. Eventually, it might take a little bit of time, but eventually, it should happen. Okay, love.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the angels and the gods. Love you all. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in, and I hope it was helpful. I know it's probably not what you were looking for, but a month to a month and a half, I feel like he's going to be calling in. Okay, I'm going to go to this question on the chat by AH716. Hi, I applied to transfer colleges. I applied to 2 colleges. I recently got rejected to one of them and was wondering, will I get an opportunity to move with the second one? I get a yes, but it's a soft yes. The timing might be a little bit off for you because it is a soft yes. I think they're looking at some things right now. I hope you were really super honest on the paperwork. You didn't miss anything and you were super honest. I feel like they might, something with transcripts. I hear transcripts. So either they're going to need your transcripts again or something with your transcripts. Either way, that's the answer I'm getting. I hope that was very, very not with you. And I'm going to go to the next caller in a second. If you would like to call in and ask a question, the number is 845-277-9131. And let me go to 203. How are you today?
Hey, Toni. How are you? It's Pat in Connecticut.
Hey, Pat. Wonderful to hear from you. How can I help you?
Ben had asked for a message, and I remember the day you gave such a excellent message to someone. It was astounding, and I thought, wow, I could use one of those. But a message, and it, if it is a tough one, a message I could use. And if you can say yes or no, just please tell me I'm going to get a companion in my life. Oh my God, it's been so hard. And I'm just like, please bring it.
Okay. I feel like you are going to get a companion in your life. Well, I hear you already have companions in your life, but I feel like you're looking for a companion in the form of a body, like a human man, companion. You know what? I do feel, yes, you are getting a companion in your life. You're going to get a companion. It's not going to be as soon as you would like it to be. I do feel like you have to work through your worth, WORTH issues. You need to work through your worth issues, because we don't get what we want. We get what we think we deserve or what we think we are worthy of. So for you, everybody listening, everybody re-listening, I have healthy, I know I am worthy. I get a no, let's clear that. I have healthy self-worth. I get a no, let's clear that. Ooh. If you guys are still with me and you're feeling this, give me a thumbs up or a yes on the chat. My self-worth is as strong as possible. I get a no, let's clear that. And now we're going to go into self-esteem. Self-love is healthy and strong. I get a no, let's clear that. Okay, dokie. Holy guacamole. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for that. Now that is at about the 50-minute mark of the show. And if you're listening to the second half of this show, if they broke it down in two and you're listening to the second half, it's at the 20-minute mark of the show. Please come back and listen to this until it doesn't affect you. And even though we clear some things out for today, we clear out everything up until today and we get as much as we can. We take that energy out of you. If something happens tomorrow, you might need to come back and re-listen to this, okay? So please, yeah, love, go ahead.
I'm working hard. Thank you. I am working hard on things like this. Do you see that I'll be successful?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I do feel like you need to, okay, I'm sorry to say this. I'm so sorry. You need to not use excuses. So for example, when I had my dogs, I was so content with my dogs. I didn't care if I went out. They were my little love bugs. And I didn't care if I like went out and did things. I'd always be like, oh no, I have to go home to my dogs. Like I was using them as an excuse to not be out there. So what you need to do is really be in that space where you are not hiding behind something. You're not hiding behind something. You need to get front and center of your own life, because your life is about you, and whomever, whatever else is in your life is I know it sounds harsh, and I get that people don't like when people say this, but any person that comes into your life, any pet it's kind of an accent of you. It doesn't become your whole identity or your reason not to participate in your own life or be out doing what you need to do or want to do. Or living, or just in general living. So what I'm getting is that it's really important for you, even if you do have other things going on, this is the focal point. It's not all consuming. You're also living your life. You know, in Pat, this is listening or watching. We want to be in a relationship, and we say to ourselves, like, I want somebody who loves me unconditionally. Do you love you unconditionally? Because if you don't, you won't recognize unconditional love. You won't. But what is more important is we think somebody comes in and they're going to be our personal playmate in the bedroom. Yes, absolutely. They should be your personal playmate. Absolutely. Maybe on the living room couch, the kitchen chair, okay, maybe not the kitchen table. That's kind of gross. But like the bathroom, wherever you want them to be your personal playmate, intimately, they can do that. But you still have to live your life. Okay, you still have to live your path. Oh my God, your destiny and your future. Somebody can't come into your life and that becomes your focal point, and you let that take over everything. So you have to be, and even if it's pets, you need to be in that space where you are having still your focal point and doing your thing. Okay, beautiful girl?
Yeah, it's a good thing to be contemplating. And listeners get a reading with Toni. I just saved up my money and booked one again. So
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do your reading. And I'm gonna say, and Pat will tell you this too. My readings on the show are completely different than my one-on-one readings. Yes, you get honest, accurate information, but it's like for the show, it's a little different vibe. There's a lot of energy coming at me. I try to make it a little funny. I try to make it a little bit more entertaining because it is a show. But like one-on-one, it's much more private. It's all about you and your energy and like really helping you move forward, right, Pat?
It's the real stuff. You get your questions answered, and you get questions answered that you didn't even have or think you had. And she channels wonderful information. And I'm already thinking about saving up for my second one. I haven't even gotten the first one. I just love you, Toni. So God bless and thank you.
I love you so much too. And I can't wait to talk to you during your session. And thank you so much for that. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to take one more. I'm going to try to get to one more person in the chat. Hey, I saw Sal. Hey, Patrick. Patrick, how are you? Patrick is here. Sal is here. Hey, Sal. And Unconscious Wisdom. Hey. And then Jennifer is here. Hey, Jennifer. I'm gonna just wanted to tell you that I went to the funeral and it was good. Like I said, it would be okay. So for those of you who don't know, Jennifer is Jennifer from Canada, I believe. She called in a week or 2 weeks ago and asked about going to a funeral that involved an ex's side of the family. And I just said, yeah, you're gonna get some. I don't remember everything I said, but she just gave me a confirmation that it was good and that the information I gave her, it was valid and it worked out. Patrick, I'm not saying, and Patrick says, and Toni looks even better in person. Oh, you are very kind, Patrick. You are a sweetie. That is for sure. And yes, okay, so a few things about my sessions. A couple people have reached out and asked a few questions about private sessions. Yes, you can fly me out to where you are, and yes, I will do sessions that way. No, I will not stay at your home. Seconds. I will not stay at your home. If you fly me out for a session with you, you must also put me in a hotel, not at your personal home. This is not a way to get a weekend with me. Will not work. Sorry, but true. And if you fly in, yes, I will make sure that I'm available to do your session during those fly-in dates, the dates that you are here. I've had a lot of people fly in from other countries and other states to travel in to see me and have sessions with me and healing work with me, and I try to accommodate them the best that I can, as long as I'm not out of the country or out of the state. It works out perfectly. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until Monday, have an absolutely amazing weekend.